right, King of the Dot tournament final four is Saturday, March 5th on Twitch, streaming at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know we got the semifinals of the tournament. We got the world title match with Saint and Real Deal. You know what I'm saying? Shot Pass, Bill Collector, McMyron. But opening up the card is my personal favorite from the Twitter spaces.
Let's go.
Oppa. He's taking on Anti-Hero. We got Oppa in the building today, man. We're going to get to it, man. Oppa, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm hyped for this battle. It's a crazy environment, crazy opportunity, crazy material. I think it's going to be fire.
Word, man. Yeah, this is a dope look, bro. This is a real dope look. Do you feel any added pressure with, you being able to kind of maybe set the tone for the spaces, people, for like the audio battlers to really break out?
Yeah. That's the kind of the mission I took on with this battle. It was less of a of course I still want to win the battle and battle Anti-Hero, of course, but it was more so of a proving a bigger point about the Spaces battle. The Spaces battle's got a lot of potential to definitely rock stages and stuff.
Yeah, that's fire. I was wondering about that. That's really dope. Matt, so how long you been doing this the audio battles? I know you were around before Spaces.
Yeah, the audio battles. I started it's weird because I started on Discord in 2019. But it was only like 5 of us in our little league that we had. We didn't know about the rest of the Discord battle community for that first year. So I never really count that year because it was us just kind of fucking around. So we found out about the other leagues in 2020. So I always started 2020. So that would make it 2 years.
Right. Okay.
2.5.
So what do you think? Yeah. So what do you think are the biggest differences between doing the audio battles and then the in-person battles? And what do you think is like the biggest challenge between the two?
The biggest difference I would say is the importance of the material, because I feel like on audio materials, it's not the only thing that matters, but it's like a good 80-90% of it is they can't see you. It's like materials the main focus, whereas with live you got to be cognizant of not only material but like the way your body language, like the way you move on stage and everything like that, and then just the optics, everything. It's very important.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Yeah, because a space battle is like, you can visualize the performance, but it's really just the rapping. Yeah. I think what's been the most fun is seeing y'all find ways in the space battle to add performance to it.
Oh,
it's been really, it's like, yo, y'all really add performance to the audio battles. Like with
vocal
the space of stuttering like bars. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah. A lot of vocal production. That stuff hits. I love it, man. Yeah, I really love the community, man. What's the EFM support been like?
Oh, it's been crazy. It's been heavy. Like I started selling like hoodies and shirts too. Those are selling really well. Like it just as far as people.
Merch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Popstartimmy.com, music merchant battles. But like it's been crazy. EFM is so supportive of everyone in EFM. Like I've been seeing different people popping up on like Gangway Guap just had a crazy battle out in Chicago. Anti-Hero just in Mississippi, Rock Lee just in Mississippi, Kai in Carolina,
right?
J-Bo and Rainfire Moon in Carolina, JR. Like everyone's been battling Eunice. This is every time we battle, it's always support like online and in the building. I always see somebody in the background from EFM.
Yeah, it's been real dope to see that, man. Seeing y'all like listen y'all space them like I'm on Twitter one day, like it's a clip of y'all, but I'm like, wait, y'all outside?
Yeah.
Like that was it comes to time. I saw the Rock Lee. I'm like, oh, Rock Lee outside. Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny because we usually we're like usually competitors. So we're usually competing. When it comes down to it, it's family for real.
Yeah. It's like the real battle community, man. Like all these guys talk their run their mouths, get all it takes off. But then ultimately, when it comes down to it, they all got each other's back, man.
That's
what I'm saying. You'll see dudes be rivalries, but rivals then be right behind to the next battle,
Yeah.
When it's somebody else. Like, we can talk about we can talk about it in the family. You can't do that. We can do that. That's really the energy, man. I think it's dope. Do you think there's a stigma that you have to fight off as being a spaces battler, quote unquote?
I think it's to a certain extent, it's like a preconceived notion, but I think the stigma will be set by us. Like I think that's what we're doing right now. Is we're determining what the stigma will be, like because we're the first like group of like audio battlers, like prominently. There's been people from the audio battles that I battle live, like K Slam, KTL, Cash Kid on my battle. Like there's a couple people that came from the audio, but this is like the first like okay, these are the audio people entering. Like that's like we're kind of being branded like that and stuff. So now we got like based on what we do, that's how they're gonna judge the rest of the people following behind us. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact, and I feel like it's funny because when you look at battle rap, right? A lot of people started from like it used to be text battles. They've been in text groups that battling there, and then they end up being, say, like Conceited and a lot of those Suns guys met in text groups. Definitely, and you know, see is on come one of the biggest stars you've ever had in the culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is like the next evolution of that to me. That's how I look at it.
No, definitely. This be
the next evolution of that. Going from the text battles to now we got the audio battles to y'all really stepping out on these stages and getting to it, man. So you told me off stage you fly out tomorrow? Get out there tomorrow?
Yeah. I fly out tomorrow.
How much? Oh yeah. Do you like battling first is good, right? Because you get to actually enjoy the rest of the card.
It's a double-edged sword. You get to enjoy the rest of the card, but you like starting off the card is a lot of pressure. I don't think I've never started off a card like except like I've started off a couple of my like audio battles, but I never really started off a card. I usually go like second or third, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Now you get into a lot of pockets with your rapping. It's why you became my favorite very early. Like, I could be rapping. Like, rapping. I hear friends all the time like, yo, I could be spitting. Like, so how do you? Is it hard to incorporate that into like actual battles? Are you able to do that?
That was my main concern. Yeah, that was my main concern transitioning live was because like it's a little easier for me to get in my flow pockets and when in audio. Because I have the lyrics in front of me, and I have like what I do in audio. I like to put the syllables I'm emphasizing in all caps, so I know like
okay,
do that. So I didn't have that little cheat code live, so I had to learn. But it's really memorization. it's really memorization. You just gotta like repeat it over and over.
That makes sense. That makes sense because the way you rap, I always felt like you had your stuff memorized.
Oh yeah, well,
I didn't feel like you were reading. It's always like I feel like you got it down.
Yeah, it's memorized to a point. Like I could probably do it without the lyrics. Like I'm not really just reading along, but it's just in front of me. Right. So there's no reason.
Just in case. Like you can reference it. Yeah, that makes sense. It definitely makes sense. It's kind
of like reading music. Like the music's in front of you, but you kind of know it.
Yeah, I got you. So, are you surprised that the Spaces battles took off the way they did?
Part of me is surprised it took off so fast. I figured it would take off, but I didn't think it would take off so fast. Because I remember when I was on Discord, Discord's like a small knit community, like maybe I'll say like max 200 people, like max. It's maximum.
Right.
So I was always thinking like this is some really talented people here. If they have more exposure, this could really kind of go insane. So then when I saw what EFM was doing, I was like, this is like what Discord is doing. So they have that bridge, the connection to the rest of the battle rap world and everything. So I was like, this can take off. This could definitely have some people already taking notice of it. So when I joined in, I was just like, yeah, this definitely could take off, but I didn't think it would be like 2 cards in. I didn't.
right. It blew up quick, bro.
I was like, by the end of 2022, this could really take off. And then like midway through 2021, I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind. I was okay.
Word, yeah, that's real, bro. It's like I remember that. I'm like, yo, but this is a lot of people really quick.
Oh yeah.
Like anytime I see the money get put up for you, I'm like, yo, they're making real bread off. They're getting real money donated to this. I think that's really dope.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's really dope to see.
I just added it up the other day off of Performance of the Night Pods, Amateur Night Pods. I made $2,000 battling on EFM.
What?
Got a Performance of the Night Pods. I was like, these pods are getting crazy.
Yo, that's crazy. That is fire though. That's a lot of it's a lot of battlers starting. It's a lot of real battlers starting off that don't make that.
Yeah,
that was that early on. So that's really a blessing.
And it's all donation, people donating to the pot. So that's like the support has been crazy. You put out a good product, people gravitate towards it, support it.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I had some other questions I had to get to. I lost. Did I lose it? I lost the question. Hold on. I'm gonna edit this part out.
Got you.
Oh, here we go. All right. So this from France, France, let's all better rap.
Mm-hmm.
He did say he's not fully convinced yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's not fully convinced yet. But he said for anyone who isn't convinced, what do you say to him? To people who are skeptical that that you guys can transition.
I'm gonna say that anyone who isn't convinced, stay tuned. Because I promise by the end of 2022, you will be convinced on the Spaces battle. Between what I got coming up, what I know Gangway Guap got coming up, Eunice, Anti-Hero, Kai, Rainfire Moon. Just stay tuned. It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot coming soon. There's a lot of stuff that's also unreleased too. Moro Swag. I'm wearing actually the Swag's EGL hoodie right now. Swag just went crazy on Gates of the Garden. He just caught 2 bodies back to back on iBattle and Gates of the Garden. They're coming out soon. 2 Discord battlers named Mike and Kareem just had a crazy battle. It's on the iBattle app. Like, on a lot of this material, it's YouTube and stuff. It's gonna be fire, but like with those people, everyone will be able to see it. But The audio battles are
Yeah,
coming.
yeah,
The audio battles.
Yeah, those YouTube drops be hitting, man. Because I be missing some of them live. Because I work third shift, so like,
oh yeah,
I'm waking up. I'd have missed at least 3 battles on the card. By the time I get settled in at work, I got tuned in the middle of it. Like, I missed some of the card. I got to catch up. You know, so I love the YouTube drops are crucial for sure.
Especially with pay-per-view and the apps, like people have it, but like like everyone got YouTube. So when they go on,
right. Yeah, it's definitely good starting out for you guys. It's definitely
shout out to JR versus Oppa.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That was fire. Did you get did Lex just hit y'all up about that?
Yeah.
How did that work out?
It was so Lex has been trying to convince me to do a live battle. I didn't want to do a live battle because I was only doing it for fun. So I was like, I felt like if I do a live battle, then I have to start taking it serious. So I was like, I was like, I guess when he finally convinced me to do it, I was like, all right, cool. So we were looking at different opponents. He was trying to set up me and Eunice, but Eunice's schedule didn't work out. So then this is before we had battled on the spaces. So then he sent me this clip. And he was like, what you think of this kid? I think this would be a dope matchup. And I click it, and it's my homie JR from EGL. It's in the same group as me. Like, let's say we were in the same group. And he's like, what you think of this kid? And I click it, and as I'm watching the clip of him rapping, JR calls me. He's like, yo, check your messages, Lex. Check your messages. I'm like, no, I saw it, JR. I saw it. And then we just agreed to do that round. That was just crazy, the fact that he picked them out of all people. He just picked them as like, this would be a good matchup. And so, I've been rapping with him online for 2 years.
So that made the matchup a little weird, right?
It was a little weird, but it was also fire. I was like, okay, so it made it more fun instead of like my first battle ever against somebody I don't know. I was like, okay, it's my first battle ever, and it's against my friend. So
that's added a level of fun to it. Like we can go and have a good time.
Yeah,
not be too much pressure. Yeah, I definitely feel.
Yeah, my first battle, his second battle ever too.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up for sure. So after doing it one time, do you think you fell in love with doing the live performances?
Definitely. I literally, I was like, I'm gonna do it one time to see how I like it. And the second I got off stage, I was like, yeah, I gotta book another one. I gotta do another one. That was fire.
Word. Yeah, and I know you had the space battle last week with TSO.
Yes.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
TSO, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those.
One of those.
You did your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
You did your thing. Yeah. Well, did that cut into your prep for the KOTD battle at all? Was it? How were you able to balance prepping for that and the KOTD at the same time?
Well, I knew I had the tough schedule before everyone else kind of knew about it. Like I knew about by the time I was about to battle Angel, I knew I was going to be battling Tieso, Anti-Hero, and then have a Midnight Madness gauntlet tournament to do. Like I knew that at that point. So I kind of prepped accordingly. Yeah. I kind of sectioned off my prep for it. So I was already 2 rounds in for Anti before I started writing for TSO.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's weird. The TSO battle, everyone loves that. That was kind of pushed to the back burner. That's something I kind of just did kind of last minute, before, because I was like, okay, let me focus on the live battles and I'll just throw this together real quick. And then that ended up being the one more than the Angel battle. Yeah, so you never really.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing about battle rap, man. Battles I didn't. Kid Chaos told me the other week. I had him on last week. He was like, my Saga material, I didn't like it by the time I got to the battle.
Yeah,
I didn't like anything I had for Saga, and then that people loved it after the battle. So it's always funny. Battlers always get the perception that what they don't think is gonna hit might hit.
Definitely, that happens all the time.
Yeah, I remember Bridge said he didn't think the hash brown ball was gonna hit. T-Top like, no, say that.
Bro, yeah.
T-Top like, say that. I promised you it was gonna work. I promised you it was gonna work.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing with this game, man. But yeah, I think that's
especially if you write early.
The midnight.
Yeah, if you write early material at that point, you heard
that's exactly what Chaos was saying. Chaos was like, I having too much prep time, and I was over it. I hated it by the time I got to the battle. I think that's the case with anything though. I don't like reading my own stuff when I write. I don't like reading it. I've had to learn how to listen to myself when it comes to doing this type of stuff. I'm like, I don't want to hear myself talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume I did. I'm gonna assume it was good, and if it wasn't, okay, I just don't want to hear myself talk. It's just,
I'm assuming
it's definitely like that. Yeah, for real. With your prep, do you write down in a notepad, or do you just use phone?
I use the phone, and what I try to do is I try not to read it, because because if you don't read it during the memorization process, then it'll be easier to not read it when you're battling. I feel like reading during the memorization process, the more you read, the more you rely on reading it, because that's what you're used to, is reading.
For sure.
So I try to write it down and just not look. So if I forget it, draw a blank, I have to go back to it. So I have to go just so it's somewhere documented, so I don't just forget it. But I'll write it down and just try not to look at it.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I have this weird thing, I dabble in poetry every now and then. but like I always get my sparks of inspiration while I'm at work, so I can't just stop and write. So it's like I'm writing in my head. Now I write down like 3 lines. So I kind of already have it in my head memorized, but then it's on the paper just so I have it in case I need to go back to it later.
I used to do that when I was doing Discord battles. I was working a job where I was like on like an assembly line, and you couldn't have our phone, so I'll be there like for hours just thinking of stuff, and I'll just keep it in my head. And on lunch break, I go take it down.
Yeah, that'd be the most stressful thing. Like I can't say a word for the next 10 minutes, so I get a chance to write this down. Because I say anything is gone. I say a word. No, I lost three stanzas immediately, and I'll be mad because I'm not gonna get them back. They're gone forever.
You're not gonna get them back. Yeah,
they're gone forever, bro. I hate it.
It happened to me one time, and I still will never remember what the bar was. I just remember the concept. It was something with Shane McMahon. I don't remember what it was, and that's all I could remember. And I was getting so mad. I was thinking about that bar for like a week. I was like, I had a bar. It was fire. I don't remember what it was.
And it's always something fire. It's never like it's never your light stuff. You always remember, the light stuff always stays there.
Oh,
the heavy ones. It's like, it's gone.
I can't crazy. I don't know what it is. I can't even possibly. I was like, I'm reaching for anything. I'm just like, I can't think of shit that goes with this at all.
I hate it, bro. So what are your biggest inspirations in terms of battling? Like who your influences, I guess I would say.
Biggest inspirations. Well, I'd have to go back to my favorite battlers. My top 5 favorite battlers all influence me in different ways. I like
talk to me.
Now I guess I'll reverse from 5 to 1. 5, I got Jack Boy Maine. Because he's always creative. I like people that break the mold. He throws punches in ways you would never see them coming at all. Right. Or sometimes after the punch, you don't even get it, and then you think like, "Oh, he said that. That's what that meant." You realize it later or on a second watch, and he's always entertaining with it too. His flow patterns are just new every time too. Like entertaining. 4 for me would be Ace. Ace, because the way he writes, the way he writes is so like with the rhyme patterns and stuff, but also like in his wordplay is always sharp to me too, and just the cadence, the way the flow pockets he gets into is just always fire, and the way he can actually like have a message behind his lyrics is fire to me too. 3 is Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty is just the thing that inspires me the most about Rum Nitty is his ability to always think of a creative wordplay or a flip, no matter who he's battling or how many times he's battled them.
It's so crazy.
Like for him to do 3 rounds,
he gets better.
Go back and do it again. I was like, what?
He gets better when he battles you. Like how you still have fresh DNA flips on your 3rd time standing in front of him.
It's like his 3rd or 4th time because they battled NWX. They battled
the 2-on-2. I mean, the solo.
Yeah, I was like, how many times you gonna battle DNA?
And he pulled his best one out in the 3rd one. His best one in the 3rd battle.
Like, how? I was like, was that like a throwaway? Like, was you not sure of that one? Like,
what's going on, bro?
Rum Nitty's number 3 for me. Number 2 favorite for me is Luke Castro. Luke Castro just entertaining as hell. His ability to just entertain the crowd is something that I try to emulate because people say I have like a similar effect on audio, and I definitely want that to be able to translate live. Just the ability to entertain. And another underrated part of his, and this is really some battle rap nerd shit. His transition bars be so smooth when he's going from one topic to the next, one punch to the next. Transition bars be like butter. That shit just clean up.
People underestimate transition bar, I guess, because the casual fan pay attention to it. But that's something I've noticed a lot in the last year, and it's kind of turned me off from some battlers that people like a lot, that are big name battlers. Twerk. I really don't. I really hate the transitions that you've said. Like you just said it in a bar before, and you're using it to transition against. Like like when you really like focus on writing, and you listen, and you listen to like writing. It's like, bro, why is that? Like, just do something different, you know?
Yeah.
So I do a transition bar. A transition bar shouldn't be noticeable to me. Like
it should actually like transition.
Exactly.
Like, why did he say Ruger every often? That's not.
The transition bar don't need to be still dumping. You just said that 2 bars ago. I know the steel was dumping. Why'd you go? Why we dumping steel again?
Reiterating that the steel.
We
still really dumping. No, you gotta know the steel dumping. But no, Luke Castro transitions bar like versus Kid Chaos. He had something. He said, "Plant this scope and raise kid from afar, like my father deployed. Let's father deploy." And it goes into a new. And I was like, "That transition is just smooth as hell."
Right.
Shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. And then my number 1 favorite right now is Real Sick. He does everything on a high level. Punches, the flow patterns and pockets, the delivery, fucking angles he uses, like the clever approaches. Like Like I realized that Real Sick is my favorite battler because I'll be watching all these battles and people are just all debatable, and I have Real Sick winning almost every goddamn one of them every time I watch him rap. So I don't know. Yeah, I was maybe I'm just a fan. Real Sick
Sick is in a space where like he's getting these battles against these bigger names, and because it doesn't look as dominant, it's giving him losses. And I do think he lost because I think he lost to Av. I think Av's the clearest one.
Yeah, Av is probably the one.
Yeah, Av's the clearest one. Him and Pat Stay, it's whatever.
Close too,
yeah, it's close. Him and DNA, I mean, he got time. He got time.
Oh
he got caught up in the time loop, man. He got
time loop.
He got caught in the time loop, bro. They caught him with a variant. It with time variant. You know what I'm saying? Did. But yeah, I think that's been the thing with him. And I like Sick, but I'm in the minority of people who I might be beating Sick. That like it
was a good aspect. Like that battle was so much closer than people gave it credit for.
I've hated the idea that people said that Sick dominated. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think Sick watched Mike P. I have Sick winning, but I don't think he watched that. I was like in my top 5 battles of the year. Like it happened at the beginning of the year, and the whole year still stayed in my top 5. Yeah,
that battle. Every time I go back to the battle, I love it. Like it's a great battle. I hated the idea that they were like, oh yeah, Sick. He 30 Mike beat him. They're like, no. Come on now. Like, come on now. But yeah, I can. Seeing those as being your favorites, I can definitely see the influence in your style when you just listen to you rap for sure. I can see where it comes from. Yeah, for sure. Especially with Jack Boy Ace. Yeah. Because you are a rapper. You're a rapper. You be rapping.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I definitely see the Ace influence. And you're unconventional like Jack. You got clever punches like Nitty. You got you're smooth like Castro and the Sick. Yeah, for sure. I see all of it.
Yeah. And I see where it comes from. I did impersonation battles of 3 of them too. I did impersonation battles. I was Jack Boy on one of them. I was Red Sick on one, and I was Luke Castro on one. I kind of want to do an Ace one. That'd be difficult though.
Yeah, that impersonation battle idea was incredible, and they're so funny. I'm like, yo, they really doing these guys.
Look, it's crazy because like we is Kai, the leader of EGL. Kai, we used to do this thing called Stolen Madness on Discord all the time. Stolen Madness, where you gotta steal 3 rounds, just 3 random rounds from battle rap, and you gotta battle each other 3 rounds. So you can steal better rounds. So like you would rap Lux,
that's hilarious.
Like first for Calico, Lexus third for Calico. I'm like, all right, bet. And I'll just rap Averse third, Hitman. We just go back and forth rapping. Well, one day we were doing that in the spaces, and then Kai just randomly for no reason he just goes, "Hey yo, Oppa, hey yo, 30 minutes. You write around as Easy the Block Captain. I'll write around as Kid Slade. We'll battle." And I was like, just write around like as them. And I was like, yeah, he was. And I was like, all right, bet. And then we just did it, and everyone loved it. And we was like, we gotta start doing these more. And then we just started doing more.
Yeah. I saw Easy say you're the only one who's allowed to do an impersonation now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because I watched him like, yo, he really turned into Easy. He really channel Easy right there.
That one was fun. That was so fun.
Yeah. What's the space you got to go into to do that? Because it seems real complicated.
Yeah, it really comes from it's part admiration and just part understanding of what the battler does for real. Like you got to kind of sit down, watch the battles and kind of analyze what they do, how they do it, and try to like emulate it. And of course we like to hype up like certain aspects for comedic effect because it's all fun. So like when I do the Easy thing, I just kind of spam jug bars a lot too. Right. I was like, you a troll, you like to tell jokes, I like to sell go. What? Go. Like you gotta like I find out like what's one of the funnier like tendencies they got and kind of amp them up.
Yeah, so for sure.
Yeah, we got a card coming up actually. On March 26th, Impersonation Madness 2.
Okay, bet.
We got the main event, Loaded Lux being portrayed by yours truly, Loaded Lux versus Gray Light, Greedy Gotti, is Daylight. Again, that's gonna
Greedy Gotti and Daylight the same person. I'm not. They're not.
Bro, Greedy's Daylight is crazy. Yeah, Greedy's Daylight is crazy.
I'm like, nah, this is really Daylight. I don't want to hear it.
And then on the undercard, now Pickle Bobby has impersonated Cassidy and Calico before. He's doing a new impersonation. He's gonna be Hitman Holla this time.
Oh my god!
So we'll see how that goes. He's battling Briz Rothstein. He'll be played by Kai. So Hitman and Briz.
Oh, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, we try to do battles that people want to see that we like.
And doing right.
We got me. I gotta be Murder Mook again. That's my popular request. Every time we do a card, is where's Mook? Where's Mook?
Yeah, Mook is legendary.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be Murder Mook versus Kai's Danny Myers. So
Mook is Danny.
Yeah,
oh my god! Kai's Danny Myers is Danny Myers. Like it's the same person for sure. Like I can't tell the difference.
We had Danny in the building for this one. We had Danny and Daylight in the building for Danny versus Daylight both watching, and that was just surreal.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then
real moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got New Jersey Twerk played by Swanky at Discord battling him. Swanky was fire. He's going against Franchise played by Eunice. So he got to work. Eunice is
franchise impersonation.
Tool burst. Just fire.
Yeah, your franchise impersonations are hilarious. That franchise impersonation is hilarious. Yeah, I can't do. I admire your battle. Oh, you got one more. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. The opening battle is Mike P being played by JR from EGL. He's going against Anderson Burris, who's gonna be played by Mike from Discord. So that should be fire.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike P, man. That's the card.
Yo, impersonating Anderson Burris has got to be so weird because like he really don't be rapping. You low-key gotta do a stand-up routine. Kind of 3 times.
Yeah. I specifically picked Mike because he got a sarcastic style that reminds me of Anderson's style. So I feel like he should be able to write right into that style.
That should be perfect. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, your Mook is so great because I can only do interview Mook. I can't do battle. I can't imagine doing battle Mook. I see like what you not seeing, Uncle Ra. Like when I'm outside.
Because sometimes we there. And don't get me wrong, because I understand, but sometimes you also gotta. Because I know, but also, nah.
You gotta take a phone call. You gotta take a phone call in the middle of it.
Yeah.
What y'all saying? But like what I was saying, Uncle Ra, like when we outside, we there. And like what niggas like what they don't see, like they never saw it. So how they gonna know?
Because everyone because you can see if you got vision, but if you don't got the vision to see, then what can you see? Like only thing you won't see is on like a boat. Like you can't see how you gonna see like the letter C?
And you ain't getting no new prescription for your glasses, but you're talking to me. Like I'm on the bike. I'm in Harlem. In Harlem coming up. We couldn't do that. You couldn't just talk and not see. Wasn't nobody blind in Harlem, Uncle Rob. They blind now.
And if you blind, you better find somebody to contact. Because if the contact, you talking in rhyme sometimes.
Yo, he do. Mook really talk like he rap. It's so funny.
No, that's why it was so fun to write him.
Yeah. Listen to him and read. I was like, bro, this is how you talk. It's insane to me.
No, and I really like some of the stuff that Mook does is underappreciated. So it's actually fun to be Mook, and then people be like, oh, this Mook is better than the real Mook. I'm like, this Mook is like a lot like the real Mook. Y'all just don't like it's a lot like it's pretty much what Mook be doing.
Nah, see, it's the real Mook without having to rap on stage. That's the difference. See.
Oh yeah. Mook in the small room is definitely more
people in the room. Mook, it's a different feel with Mook. It's like
small room Mook definitely is my pick. That's my pick.
Right. I was at some madness. That was
versus Reed. He was there.
Man.
Hey, you saw Easy versus Chester.
I did. We was downstairs and it was like, all right, let's go back up for Geechee and Cal. I can't stand up no more. Mook and then just took off my energy.
I can't stand up anymore.
I think I want to go home. My social battery is dead. They just killed it.
I watched Cal and Geechee on caffeine on the way back to the room.
Yeah, bro. I was over it. I was real over the event at that point. I'm already an introvert. It's my social battery.
Yeah.
It's not extended. You know, it's and anything bad like that can just ruin it. It can just ruin
definitely.
I was like, oh, y'all want me to get up and all right. I'll be a team player. I'll be a team player today, I guess.
We gotta tough it out.
For sure. So man, anti-hero this weekend.
Yes, sir.
What's your biggest challenge going into this battle, you think?
I guess the biggest challenge, and it's kind of difficult to say because the stream was kind of like, it was technical difficulties during Anti-Hero's battle, so his battle will not be released. I only saw like little bits and pieces, but I can pretty much get a feel from him I can get a feel from it from the audio battles that he's gonna be high energy and like high energy, and that's something I might have to match in the room. But I think that's one of my biggest challenges, like matching energy.
Yeah, I understand that. The Midnight Madness. The 32-man gauntlet.
Yes, sir.
Is y'all don't know who y'all are battling, right? You just got to bring rounds, basically.
Yep, we got to write 5 rounds and show up and rap. It's kind of like it's funny. I had a bar as Murder Mook. I said we used to go outside with raps, not knowing who our opponent is. And now I actually got to do that. Like I actually got to go just show up with 5 rounds. But yeah, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be it's interesting. It's an interesting challenge.
For sure.
I like to be. I'm a pretty direct battler. Like I don't really do too many bars in my round that doesn't have something directly correlated to the stuff. So it was a challenge to figure out how I can still be me without an opponent. But I think I found a way to be able to be myself and still like have direct material involved in the situation while still not knowing my opponent. So I think I did a good job with that.
Yeah, that is definitely a challenge, especially in today's battle rap where like honestly, like, we prefer direct material a lot more than we prefer, just general bars nowadays. So like a tournament like it's gonna be really interesting, really exciting. It's one night? It's one night tournament?
One night.
Man, that's fun. That's a lot.
That was a little short though. It's 1:30 to 2-minute round. I guess it's a 1:30 with a 30-second grace period, so like 2 minutes. So
okay, good.
Like 5 minutes, and it will go.
Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good because that's a lot. That's a lot of material. That's a lot of
30. A lot of battles to get done in one day.
For sure. Do you think your experience in spaces judge battles will help you? Kind of know how to navigate the judge situation.
Yes and no. Yes, because I know what like battle rap judges are typically listening for. Like I've had battles judged by Surf, by Geechee,
right.
By I think Bill judged one of the battles. Probably Elijah Straight probably judged one of the battles. So it's easy. I kind of know what the judges can lean towards. But also Midnight Madness is its own little entity as well. It's the feeling in that room. So
if it seems like the first one, the in the room is the most important.
Oh, like, definitely. No, that one in the room is in the room. The only thing that matters because it's like judged in there's judged right then and there.
Right there.
I was watching Snake Eyes and None, Truffaut and Drugs, just trying to like take Bad News and J2 just trying to like take little notes. But even then, it's in like Cash on Big T. But they knew who they was battling, so it's a little.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely a sneak advantage. When'd you get the call for that?
I got the call for that. A little bit before the TSO battle. Like I want to say a couple weeks before I battled TSO.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew about that. I learned about when they were still like figuring out the details for it and everything. Like
right.
Rounds. It was 16-minute originally, so I was. So I kind of got a little bit of a up, so I know what was going on, but I still had so much on my plate. I didn't really have time to write for it. Angel.
Right. Yeah, you had a lot. Yeah, you jumped into the battle rap scene. You jumped right in.
Oh yeah.
Oppa got a new battle. Say, oh yeah, Oppa going for it. That's
like 10 round and so counting Angel 3 rounds. And then TSO round, the 3 rounds for Anti, and then the 5 rounds for Midnight. And then so that's then also I battle Archduke Red Cat. Or I battle April 2nd.
April 2nd, okay.
Yeah, so that's like 15 rounds in the span of like 50 days.
You're on your Danny Myers right now.
Definitely on some Danny shit, yeah.
You said Archduke Red Cat?
Yeah, Archduke Red Cat. That was the dude. He went viral, super viral with the TikToks he was doing. He would like battle.
Okay.
Like, what would he be like if I battled this Iron? And then you would think, oh, this.
Him. Okay.
And he started watching, and he starts wilding on that fucking Iron. He starts spazzing on the Iron.
Yo, he was going crazy. Yeah, I definitely saw that. I definitely saw that video.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fire. So yeah, man. So you got Midnight Madness. You got this weekend. Midnight Madness coming up this month. So salute to you, man. I know you got a lot of work to do. And you got to get to it. I'm sure you'll be great. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Look forward to all of it, bro. Anything else you need to get out? Anything else you want to plug? Let people know of?
No, we already touched on popstartimmy.com and we talked about the impersonation card coming up. Hey, the EFM always doing cards, so let's just salute the EFM moving. They fucking mean.
Facts that, man. Hey, salute to you. Good luck this weekend, man. We'll be watching that once again. That's 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, man. Tune in.
Yes, sir.
Got a fire card. I'm saying it's Oppa going down. That's our battle rap. I'm Titus. Salute. Y'all have a good one.
Fire.